Okay, given that you guys are in my online class and we're not going to meet, I wanted to go ahead and introduce myself to you. I am Dr. Jennifer Ray, and I will be teaching your Spanish class. And if you go into Moodle, this is at the very top block is where I'll have most of our important information. Like you can find my name, obviously, my email address and policy, where I'm located. I teach at 3 different campuses. I'm primarily based out at Jamestown, so you'll find me here at the Jamestown campus most days out of the week, and I am in the AT building, room number 350, cubicle number 13. If on Thursdays, I will be at High Point for part of the day, and I will be in the H5 building, room 128, when I'm not in class. And on Tuesdays, I will be at the Cameron campus, and you can find me in room 245 when I'm out there. So if you need to come and see me, you can track me down. I'll show you my office hours in a minute. At any one of those locations. Also, this, oh, it is a link. Okay, I was afraid it wasn't working. This is a link that tells you how to set up your Skype. You could also use Skype with me. If you just let me know when you would like to do Skype, that can be during my office hours, or if you make an appointment, it could be at a different time. And that just, you can use Skype. We can, basically it would be like an instant message type thing. We can talk back and forth, or you can actually, if you've got a camera, which most of the computers today have camera, we could actually see each other and chat, and I could share my screen with you and show you things if need be. So you might want to watch that little video and see how to set up your Skype account. Let's see, so you've got my phone numbers, and my extension. The extension is the most important part. Here's my office hours. Like I said, I travel from campus to campus. So on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be in my office at Jamestown from 8:30 to 9:30, and then also on Wednesdays from 9:30 to 10:30. And then on Tuesdays, I will be at the Cameron campus from 10:30 to 11:30 in C245. This gives you the information. Our class starts on the 15th. Our census date is the 24th, and if you decide to drop the class, you'll need to make that decision before the 7th of November. We will always be meeting online. Our class lasts 16 weeks, and your final is going to be due online. I have pretty much your whole site set up. I have not posted the final yet because I am thinking of changing the final. In the past, I've put that in my language labs. This time I'm thinking about leaving it in doing it in Moodle, but it will be due either in Moodle or on my language labs by 11:30 p.m. Thursday, December the 8th, 2016. This just tells you about your homework. Your homework will be the SAM activities that I assign in my language labs, and we'll get into my language labs is a Pearson account. It's a third-party software. It's software that you need to have access to apart from Moodle, and I'll show you that in a minute as well. But anyway, your homework will be comprised of those SAM activities in my language labs and discussion forums that I've posted in Moodle. You will have other assignments. Some of those other assignments will be in Moodle and will also be in my language labs, but they're not homework assignments. I don't usually give out individual extra credit. Don't come to me at the end of class when you haven't completed your assignments and say, oh, I need extra credit now. You're supposed to do the work as the class progresses, so I don't give just an extra paper, an extra test for people to complete to make up grades that they missed during the year. So make sure you're keeping up with your grades. But I do give, I think, 5 extra credit points on your final exam for something that you suggest to me that either enhances your exposure to the language or to the culture. And then, so one of those things would be, and then in addition to that, I promote Spanish Club and Third Thursday Theater. Third Thursday Theater doesn't always expose you to Spanish-speaking cultures, but it just exposes you to other cultures. So if you attend some of those events, then I will give you extra credit. But you need to pose. You need to write me an email saying what you're going to do that enhances culture or speaking practice, and then I will give you the thumbs up as to whether I'll give you extra credit or not. And I don't do makeups for any written or oral activity, so just make sure that you're doing your work on time. But if you do have a problem, which I know sometimes there are unforeseen problems, this is the information that I would like for you to send to me in an email. You need to give me your name, your section, and your class number, the assignment name, the date that the assignment was due, and then today's date or the date in which you're sending me the email. This is our book. That's the bibliographic information for the book, and I have that on there twice. I'll try to take that out because you obviously don't need it twice. And there's a picture of it. You also need access to my language labs, and we're going to look at my language labs in a minute, and I'll try to add a link there. I was trying to set up this stuff today, and sometimes when you're looking at multiple screens, things don't come out the way you thought that they did. Anyway, so there's the priority line for contacting Pearson. Here is a link to my language labs. I think that needs to go there. That's what I need to move. And that takes you to our Pearson site. This is a video that tells you how to set yourselves up in my language lab. So you want to make sure you watch the video. And this is your course code for my language labs. You're going to need that in addition to the code, your individual code that you'll purchase. These are links for how to set up your if you want to use just an e-text, for how to set them up on your Android or an iPad, an Android tablet or an iPad. You cannot set up your e-text on a phone. It has to be a tablet. All right, let's see here. Okay, so in this block 0, actually, let me go in and turn myself into a student so you don't see all the mess that I have out here. So you can't see everything that's grayed out. Okay, so this is course announcements. I will always post any information that I need to convey to you in the course announcements, but that also goes out in an email. So as long as you're checking your GTCC email, you should be good. Then we'll talk about this in a little bit. Let's see. Here's rubrics. These are rubrics that I use to grade both your speaking and your writing activities. So you just want to make sure you look at that so you know how I'm grading you. Let's see here. Extra information. Oh, there's your syllabus. I have not posted the syllabus yet, but I've been working on them today. So after today, when you click in there, you should be able to get to your syllabus. And this is my blog. It's not a big thing that you go to the blog. I don't even update it all that much. But I do have some, let's see, some older posts. Okay, some that I think are beneficial out there. Like if you want to learn Spanish, I've got links to various sites and YouTube that help you with your Spanish, and some other places in YouTube that you can practice, some shows. So sometimes I put stuff out there, so you might want to double check. Somebody was asking about accents, so here's a little post that I did about accent marks, and then why study a foreign language. So you'll find some stuff that can help with the class. I don't have that many posts, like I said, but you don't have to go out here. It's not a requirement to go out here. Let's see. Okay, so each week I will tell you what pages to study and what you should know upon completing the week's work, and then I'll tell you what assignments are due. And so, like, assignment 1 says you need to participate in the class forum. Assignment 2, you've got to read your syllabus and respond to the discussion forum. And assignment 3, we've got to go into my language labs and complete these assignments. And you'll see down here, there's 2 forums in which you should participate. For your class participation, what I want you guys doing is always looking at my instructor videos. I've made a bunch of videos like this one for you guys that go over material, like this one is going over Chapter 7, vocabulary. And then for your class participation, what you're supposed to do is watch my videos and then post, and those are videos that go over grammar and vocabulary. You're supposed to post any questions or concerns you have after watching the video. So you can kind of scroll through here and see what assignments you have each week, but you'll notice that you're going to continually have stuff that's in my language labs. So my language labs is our third-party software. We're going to click in and go to my language labs. You're going to have to get yourself set up. Once you are set up, you'll just sign in. And like I said, I had a video that explains how to set yourself up in my language labs. And then then you'll just go into your course. I have a bunch of courses out here and a bunch of sections because I teach multiple classes. Yours won't be this, you won't have quite this many steps. You'll just kind of click through it. But you'll notice that there are little alarm clocks on each calendar. That's where the assignments are that you were told to complete in Moodle. And I also put more on the calendar than is actually due. So if you look here, you'll see there's all these SAM activities, SAM 7.6, etc. But if you go down there, you're going to see these tutorials, and then you're going to see some, I don't know why I have them, a downloadable media file. If it wasn't in Moodle, it's not required, it's just extra. So I put those tutorials in case you wanted to look at them, but it's not required that you do look at them. And you'll see something similar in the next week. Here I have my SAM activities, but I have some grammar and some extra practice. And if you looked back at the week in Moodle, you would see that not all of those are required. If ever you have a cultural assignment, that's when you're asked to watch videos. The videos look like this, and you would watch you would pull them up, watch the video, and then you would complete these assignments. You're going to have to answer questions in Moodle based upon what you see in the video. But this is what the video looks like. And there's a closed caption bar, so if you're struggling, you can hit the closed caption, and that will give you the captions. And so when you watch it play through...
Hola.
So there you can see there's actually captions to help you understand what you're watching. Okay, and I think that's a pretty good start for right now. Just remember that I can't get out of here for now. Just remember that in order to remain in the class, you have to complete an assignment on or before the census date. You can find the census date at the top of our Moodle site, so just make sure that you do something before that time period. And also, get familiar with my language labs. Again, you can see that the setup has changed a little bit. The format's changed. I think what you're going to be dealing with it's not going to impact you that much. The only other thing that you might want to do is do your browser tune-up and disable your pop-up blockers to make sure that your class is running most effectively. And there's your e-text. So since we do have access to an e-text, there's your e-text. We do have access to an e-text in our course. If you do not want to buy a hardback book, that's perfectly fine with me because you have an electronic version and it has all the pieces that you need. And if you ever have any questions regarding how to find anything in my language labs, feel free to send me an email or contact me via Skype, and I'll be happy to help you guys.